declare your freedom to this morning. He's champion. A great warrior. Forever. Forevermore. Let's take our seats. Let's come this way if it's possible. And so the pastors who can sit here. I'm still waiting for the day the humming will not come in. I still repeat it. I'm still waiting for the bass humming to cease. It just stopped. I said it just stopped. Okay, let's do a debate. You're arguing with me. How many of you are hearing a bass humming sound right now? You didn't hear it? You didn't hear? No. Did you hear it? Yes. Good. So I'm telling you, humble yourself and learn. This is the pride I'm talking about. That is killing the church. I'm teaching you something I'm hearing. I tell it to my ears doesn't work. When we spend money buying the bass, the first thing I told you that I don't want bass humming. And you are doing it in public as a senior pastor. What's the juniors do? As if in my showing and tears, my ears don't work. Give me a song, let me calm down. He's giving sport my mood. Give me a song. Give me a song, let me just calm down.
When the music fades, all the street
the music will fade.
Then I simply come, longing just to bring something that's of worth that will bless your heart. I'll bring you more than a song, for a song in itself is not what you have required. You search much deeper within me through the way things appear. You looking into my heart. I'm coming back to the heart of worship, and it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. I'm sorry, Lord, for the things I made it. It's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. I'm captured in your presence. I just wanna sit here at your feet. I'm caught up in this holy moment. I never wanna leave. Oh, I'm not here for blessing. Oh yeah, Jesus, you don't owe me anything more than anything that you can do. I just want you. Oh, I just want you. Nothing else, nothing else, nothing else will do. I just want you, I I just want you, Lord.
Nothing
Else will do. I just want you, Lord. Nothing else, Lord. Nothing else can take your place. Nothing else will do, Lord. I just want you, Lord. I just want your presence, Lord. I just want your heart with me, Lord. I just want to sit with you. I just want you, Lord. I just want you. I just want you, Lord. Nothing else. Nothing else will do. I'm caught up in your presence.
God bless you. Come on, give Jesus a mighty clap. Welcome to the third day of our convocation. Amen. Let me talk to you. The reason why there's a lot to talk about, there's a lot to discuss, and I'm praying that even a 6 hours should be enough. Because today, if you are here, I'm going to be personal about your life. This dawn, I had to be carried to places. I'll talk to you about some of them. And one of them is what I just saw here when I entered. The reason why we are not going forward as a church. But you know something? There is grace on you, like Esther in the Bible, where you were kept by God to attract great people. But unfortunately, before you could see light, somebody came into your life, a male. And that person's encounter put a sort of hold on almost everything you were doing. Not too long, you see the child you have. There's a lot of battle you are going through, but the one who will bring you joy and satisfaction is that child. Not because you don't qualify, but because there's a battle that somebody needed to fight. Because I saw a vast land which is waiting for you to just sign and take. But the conditions under which you will have to take it will have to put you into demonic, idol spirit. And because you don't want to have it, it is also costing you financially. And it's also costing you health-wise. You see, when I talk about your health, me and you know the major health issue you had. It is because of somebody you encountered years ago who was sent just to waste your resources, waste your life. Now, but if you look at the Bible critically, you see that there's a woman by name Ruth and Naomi. And there's a grace that was upon Naomi that indirectly he handed over to Ruth. Now, because of your daughter, you are going to go places that you never wanted to go. But hear me carefully here. It's not also because of your daughter, it's because of you. And the level that that girl will go will depend on you. Now, if you have had somebody to cover you, like you are covering your daughter, you would have been better places to help her. But spiritually, that is why it's not that God intends for you to. No, all of us are called. Every believer is called. But some of us, it has become compulsory, like you. How many children do your family have, and what is your position in the family? Good. Fifth child. But in the terms of the female, what is your position?
In terms of the female, my mom's side, I'm the only girl. My dad's side, I'm the third child.
Good.
The third girl.
So you must put yourself as a sacrifice. That is why you must enter into ministry. Now, the reason for you entering into ministry is this: for you to be made fortified, for you to be made strong, for you to build the capacity to handle certain spirits that are fighting you. Now, hear me. After a while, by the time your daughter turns 30 into a 31st, those lands, those properties will become back to the family. Whatever was supposed to have been yours now will become yours. And notice, you will not be dead. Anybody who tells you are dying now is lying. You will be there to guide her to initiate. You will see your daughter's wedding.
Amen.
And you see your daughter's 3 children. 2 boys and a girl. Your amen is not good at all. Now, so your prison is the fetish background. And that fetish background says either you choose us, don't cry. It's either you choose us or we make you fail. But God says, commit yourself to me. So anytime you are working for God, there's a grace that is coming upon you to accelerate that child. Anytime you are working for God, there's a grace. You see, some of us, my mother is a pastor. So my mom started praying for some of us earlier. Some people would hear, Charlie, whilst you are even born, before you were even born, we were pouring libation on your head. Can you believe that in this modern time, people still do demonic baby dedication? Yeah. Christians, they still do demonic baby dedication. When the whole formula for baby dedication is very, very short. Listen, even whoever buries your umbilical cord as a woman and as a man is very, very important. I won't tell you what I did to the lady who was in charge of burying Mommy's own. It's in my head. When I went to the hospital, that's the first person I counted, and the person became like a family. It was intentional. Do you know that? Let me tell you this. Do you know that in the Bible, sometimes when we want to prophesy, it's late, so now we have time. In the Bible, the problem is still there. I'm still complaining about my mic hand. There's a lady called Zipporah who married Moses. God didn't call Zipporah. God called Moses. But Zipporah's father was a priest of Midian and understood priesthood things and how things must be done. Whilst Moses was busy arguing with God, God was about to kill him. The lady from afar saw the way the argument was going. He was not there. Took their firstborn and cut or circumcised that child and threw the flesh at Moses. And God moved away. God said, Moses, now go and do the work. I won't fight you again. Why would that child's foreskin be cut off by Zipporah? And why would that make Moses go? That was their firstborn. Please, are you with me? And also by the Jewish custom. Sometimes the sin of you, the people who are following you, plus your sin, makes your problem more big. If it was only Moses disobeying, it is cool. But Moses is disobeying God. His wife is disobeying God. His son is disobeying God. God said, let me kill you, Moses. Then the woman's obedience, cutting the foreskin, throwing it at God, is like, I've done what you want me to do. God said, Moses, go and do the work. So there are some sacrifices people pay just to make some people's life go on. Like as I was telling you that there's nothing like suddenly. I repeat, there's nothing like suddenly. What we call suddenly, there was an earthquake suddenly. The thing has been rolling for a long time. It has been building itself for a long time until finally it exploded. Please, are you here with me? Are you here with me? No, but you cannot just be there and God will just use you. It doesn't work like that. You must be going through a process for a long time. I repeat it, there's nothing like suddenly, but there is suddenly. Most of it, what is suddenly to the world is not suddenly to the one who is expecting it. So some people would get up and think that, oh, look at them. They came here, no, they've built this thing suddenly. Master Ajayo, we didn't build this thing suddenly. What has gone into this is over 20 years. You will see it as the building came up suddenly. I'm not talking to somebody. But I also, and you also at the back who know how we are suffering to build it. And you know that it's not suddenly. And as a sign to what I'm talking about, the Lord opened my eyes and I saw that you were fighting in a dream. And you kept fighting different kinds of animals. And one animal you were fighting, I saw the animal's skin. That it looks like the cheetah or Makuya, if anything. It's a tiger for Ebushian. I don't know the symbols in your family bloodline, but you fought this. I know God, you see, there's a difference between tiger, cheetah, and lion. Jesus never said he's the tiger of the tribe of Judah. Neither did he say he's the cheetah. He said he's the lion because there are differences in them. Now, when that vision was gotten, you would think that you are fighting God, but you are dealing with a very strong stronghold in your family. Now, this cheetah also decided to eat up a snake that you used to see in your dream. And the snake, am I teaching something here? The snake was eating. I mean, you will be wondering, how can this animal eat another animal? It got to a stage where the gods were all after you. So it's not just your mother's bloodline, but your father's bloodline. And each one was looking for you. And so they began to fight among themselves. And when one won, they decided that let me come for you. And when they could not get, they came for your parents. Because your parent also decided that we want to serve God. But hear me carefully. If you don't build stronger, you understand me here? It might have to move to the second and third generation. But you must decide to stand in the gap, pray, intercede, so that God will answer you immediately. Can I hear an amen? Your amen is not good at all. Now, can I ask you some questions? Do you know some of the symbols of your... If not ask, go and ask. Go and ask. Now, let me ask you this question. I was praying. I know you asked when, right now. And I saw a lady lying down, just like you. But I saw spots. Like, if I say spots, like Obia Wenya Yare, but the thing is gone, it has become like scar, spots, a lot on the body. Who was that? No. This one is not that kind of spots. So this one is not. It's where spots that look sometimes dark. Like the skin is there, but there are spots all around, and the person was lying down, the person was dying.
That would be my mom because I realized he had a problem with
This cast, let me give you an example. This cast I'm talking about, have you seen the spots of this? how do you call it? Don't worry, when we get our LED, all this problem will stop. As I'm talking, they are bringing the leopard skin and all those things on the screen, and then it will be showing. Poverty is a prison. So what I see, if someone is lying down, weak and dying, and the person's skin has spots. Blood spots. Spots on the body. Now, it was an after effect of the person's entering into battle and the spirits overcoming the person. Now, let me ask you a question, and I'm going to deal with it. What is it in your bloodline that you are not supposed to eat? If you eat, your body will develop certain scars. You don't know. Let me tell you this. One of the unfortunate things in our society today is when we become born again, we don't find out where we are coming from.
What I know is that in our house we don't like dog. Like don't rear dogs. That's it.
Yeah, it goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. Let me tell you this. If you read John 13, I've taught you this before. Jesus knowing where he was coming from and where he was going. Do you know that when Jesus came, he knew when Bartimaeus said, Jesus, you son of David, have mercy on me. Jesus turned and had mercy because he knew where he was coming from. And that attribute of son of David was very important for him. Now, most often, I know my family background. And I know the strongholds that are there. And when you find out those strongholds, then you can develop that. Show it to her. And somebody develops to become quite bloody and dark. Where was I? Yeah. When you discover the strongholds, they are not something you discuss publicly. Because when you discuss publicly, they can use it against you. So let me give this as an example. This is Henry. When the sisters came to Bridge years ago, what was it that people couldn't eat? Snail. Snail and what? Okra. Now, if you ate snail and okra, what will happen to you? You have a visitation of somebody come to sleep with you. So they couldn't eat okra and snail. How? And Henry's father is a pastor. And for that matter, spiritual pastor. If you say spiritual pastor, like Celestial Church and those people, sometimes we joke with them, but they know grounds. Just that they don't have solutions. Because they encounter Mame Water and all those things. We, at this level, the Mame Water, we don't even want to see them, so they don't come near. So I prayed for them, and I told them to go and eat that same thing. And they ate it and nothing happened. So that was the first time Henry's father called me from Nigeria. And I was a man of God. I'm a man of God. I've been trying to deal with this thing. The only thing I did was I told them not to eat it. How did you do? Because if you go to the traditional people, they will tell you that now, do you know what it means? There's something the spirit detests, I will use it. So like you, they'll tell you don't play with a dog. Because the dog will have the ability to fight that spirit. Please, are you all getting where I'm coming from? More time. Where was I? So they will tell you, say, you're doing a chuadia bekano. But let me tell you the funny thing. When they use the thing that the spirit detests, you are still under bondage. The day you don't apply, you are in trouble. So they found out that, the spirit likes okro. So if you take okro, the spirit will come. So don't take okro. Let me ask you a question. What killed your father? Pressure, hypertension, diabetes. Same like your mom is suffering. Do you know that if you take okro, you don't have pressure, diabetes, and hypertension? Check. Inchi yede chuade amount by yeku, because the devil doesn't give anything for free. Please, are you listening to me? Google it. On Google, they will tell you okra. Pastor Okra, with that, the H. Because there's a kind of insulin in okra that helps to manage blood sugar. So you will never meet a pure aware odi nkrumangwan having pressure. And you, most often, if you ask such people, you tell them, if they take okra, they run, so they don't like it. Why would you run? Am I teaching something here at all? Are you here with me? Yeah. Oh, amen. I know some of you are smart. You Google it. Benefits of okra. Okra and hypertension. Okra and diabetes. Okra. You Google it. I know if you don't like okra. You two don't like okra. Your favorite. It got to a stage I decided to take okra by force. I don't like okra, but mami. Don't let me see that it's okra before I know I finish eating. Why? The health benefits. Please, are you getting me here? Yeah. That is why sometimes God allows you to have bad dreams. The reason why God allows you to have bad dreams is for you to know what the enemy is also planning, what they are trying to do, so that you be conscious of yourself and know what to do. This is done. I saw somebody about to enter a land, and the land, they had planted snakes and things there. And the person was telling me, who was with him on the land, to put on Wellington boots. Because when he saw me, I was barefooted on the land. So he was giving, I said, he should put on the Wellington boot. He said, but me, I'm not wearing shoe. I said, no, I'm wearing shoe. He said, I'm not wearing shoe. Mommy, I look at myself. I was fully dressed in armory. There were metal shoes I was wearing. But he saw that my feet were, he was about to step on the snake, and I put my leg there. He stepped on it, and the snake squashed. Then this morning, the person sent me a message. How are you? I want to send some money to erase you. And I also send it to mommy's number. And the person asked me, how are you again? I said, I saw you in a dream, but I'll call you later. Sometimes you can be advising somebody on something, but you yourself, the thing is you. So you can even dream that somebody is there. The truth is that it is you. And God can show you the face of somebody you love so much in trouble, and you go and pray and fast. It is not somebody, it's your mother, it's your father. But you hate your mother and your father so much when they've done nothing to you. So God, can I pray for you?